What is up, lads? How's it going? How are you getting on? And welcome back to the channel. We just finished up work there for the evening. It's we've 40 minutes to go until the deadline, so a lot to discuss ahead of the deadline for Game Week 11. So yeah, I suppose we'll if you're in the chat there, we've got a few watching. Just throw a thumbs up if you can hear me all right. And yeah, if you have any questions ahead of the deadline, send them in, and I'll try and get through as many as I can. But yeah, I suppose we'll just start off with a quick Game Week 10 review. Looking at last week, with a decent week now. To be fair, Cancelo was and Martinelli, I suppose, as well, were the big mans for the Game Week 10. Cancelo getting a goal and assist and a clean sheet for an 18-pointer, and then Martinelli getting a goal and assist against Liverpool. So nice returns there from them two lads. Unfortunately, Anderson came in for Mitrovic, and then if I scroll down there, you'll see he blocked that Andreas six pointer. Yeah, but wee bit disappointing there. But yeah, me big differential in Bowen also came away with a return there too. But yeah, I suppose seeing as we've only got about 40 minutes to go to the deadline, big issue this week is this man here. I'll get him up on the screen there. Yeah, as you're watching, lads, as well, just send in your questions as well. Say hello, tell me where you're looking or you're watching in the world, and yeah, we'll get through as many questions as we can before the deadline. But yeah, there's big reports saying that he's going to be out, even probably close to the World Cup. So not looking great in that retrospect. I suppose we'll start off, yeah, with a few replacements. If you're looking for a James replacement, I'd probably be looking towards Anderson or Guehi. Looking at them there now, they have a lovely run of fixtures there up until the World Cup there. So you've Leicester, Wolves, Everton, and Southampton. Even Forest there as well up until Game Week 16. So I've gone probably all my eggs into one basket there with Anderson and Guehi. But I suppose if I show you my planner now, I know a lot of people would be asking what this website is, but it's called FPL Team. Great way of planning for your transfers. I see we've Jack there in the comments what he's saying. Same thing happened to me with Andreas. Yeah. At least it wasn't a massive haul, you know. If you expect if he scored earlier on, even I was probably expecting him to get a double-digit haul, but thankfully it was only a 6-pointer, and considering he scored, that was probably the best option. I think did he get a yellow card, or might have come off early, but I think it was probably a yellow. But yeah, this is how I'm currently lining up for this week. So I've James in there at the moment. I've got 2 free transfers. Yeah, looking at James replacements. If you don't have 2 Palace lads, I'd be going for them. Sorry, my phone is ringing there. I'll have to turn it off. But yeah, if you don't have 2 Palace lads, that's what I'd be recommending there. And then probably Trippier's our main man there as well. But the man I've brought in here is sorry, I turned off the phone. The man I brought in here is going to be Dunk. Just looking at I might as well just show you my team shirt. Just looking at Brighton's fixtures over the next few. I only really want to attack that Forest game in Game Week 12. So not looking great otherwise apart from that now. But yeah, so I'll throw in Dunk here for James, and we'll see how we're looking then for next week. So if I bring in Dunk, this is that's how I'm looking for there. So taking out the 3 City boys and Cancelo. So Mitrovic, hoping Mitrovic will be back fit for the midweek game. Probably not expecting to play, or definitely not start any of this weekend. But yeah, hoping Mitrovic, and at least he'll be safe, or he'll be all right for the Thursday night game. We mightn't hear many reports on him, seeing it as it's a Tuesday night deadline. But that's how I'll be looking at then for Game Week 12. So that's not even with 2 transfers made. So I have 2 transfers in my back pocket as well. So I could potentially go for Trossard there. Maybe upgrade on Andreas if I have to, but I think I'm in good shape there. Ignore the captain on Anderson, but yeah, all depends on Maddison this weekend. Hoping he'll stay out of the refs book. But if you don't know, if he gets his yellow card this weekend, he's going to miss Game Week 12. So 2 free transfers for next week. That's how I'm looking at there. Bowen could easily probably downgrade to Trossard. I was saying maybe someone else who's a standout fixture there for Game Week 12. We'll have a quick look. Sorry about that. We'll yeah, I think it's mainly Leicester, Palace there as well. We'll already have 3 of those players, and yeah, that's I think Trossard is the main person there if Maddison misses out, and then probably be reluctantly enough to play Bowen against Liverpool. But considering how poor West Ham are at the moment, or how poor Liverpool are at the moment, Bowen might keep it there for next week. A few people asked about my rank as well. I'm sitting at, I'll just zoom out there quick, sitting at 213k. So hopefully I'll get inside the top 100k this weekend, and we'll kind of push on to there instead of onto the World Cup. But we've just got a few questions there, and so we'll try to get through them as we can. So Chilwell or Cucurella? I probably lean towards Cucurella. He's got the kind of, it's a wee bit of a toss up, to be fair. I know Chelsea have got two nice fixtures, who are the Villa this weekend, and then they have United. That's game week 13, sorry. So short term, Brentford away, then midweek, which isn't even that great, to be honest. Chelsea are grand, Jack, but I'd probably lean towards the Palace lads or a Brighton lad there for the Forest game. Maybe even Webster as well. I've gone with Dunk, but a lot of people are saying to go for Webster over Dunk. But I think he's a wee bit more of an expected goal threat over Dunk. But I don't think so. If you watch Brighton, especially on corners, it's always Dunk kind of getting his head onto the ball. So that's what I'd be recommending there. Probably if you had to pick one out of the two, I'd probably go for Cucurella. But yeah, I wouldn't be mad on either. I can see FPL TJ is saying the same. Would you go for Chilwell, James or Chilwell? Probably not. Even a wee man from Ireland as well, Matt Doherty. He's getting a lot of them mentioned this week as well. He's expected to start the next two. Fair enough. The Everton game this weekend, he might haul. It's a wee bit of a risk, especially if you're only looking for a short-term punt. But then the United game midweek, I can see probably United scoring against Spurs, so you're only kind of dependent on for the Everton game this weekend. But I've gone for Dunk. I'm hoping they'll keep Brentford out tonight. Probably can't expect much of an attack in return from him, but hopefully Dunk will get his clean sheet. 6 points would be a lovely start to the game week tonight now. But yeah, hoping. I think they haven't kept a clean sheet in a while. Brighton, I was looking. I think it was game week 6 was the last time they kept a clean sheet. Game week 4 even. Jesus, yeah. So long time ago they've kept a clean sheet, but hoping tonight is the night. Jack, again, think I'm going to save my transfer for game week 12. James on the bench and Justin coming in. Yeah, that's fine. I could probably see Palace scoring, but I'm probably a wee bit biased on Zaha there. But yeah, that's keep. You'd be better off keeping two free transfers for midweek. Just this post I threw up on Instagram before the deadline. You can't see much of it there, but that's all I was saying was make sure you make your transfers with game week 12 in mind, and if you can afford to keep a free transfer, do, because there's going to be a lot of rotation midweek. A lot of popular players are probably going to be rotated as well with the quick turnaround into the weekend's games as well. So make sure you've a strong enough bench, and if you can definitely afford to save the transfer this week, do. If I didn't have two free transfers this week, I would have played Anderson, but it's a fact that I had to burn one transfer, so Dunn came in, and now I'm going to have two free transfers again next week then. But yeah, that's how we're looking. Yeah, we've yeah, I think we've another 35 minutes, or I hope it's not. Yeah, we're all right. We've got a good while to go. I remember last year I did a deadline stream, just when it was first changed to 11 o'clock or 10:30, and yeah, I messed up. The stream was only 10 minutes long, but yeah. We've Brian in the chat there. How are you, Brian? How are you getting on, man? Hope you're well. Cheers for tuning in. The best thing as well, there's a game tonight, so at least we'll get everything out of the way, and then we don't have to worry about getting up tomorrow morning and stressing early about a game week. Yeah, but yeah, good man, Paddy. I know. Yeah, I just had to burn it, but yeah. Tristan, best James replacement. Don't want to burn a transfer. If you don't want to burn a transfer, as I was saying there, keep him on the bench. He's probably going to be out for a while. There's talk from missing until the World Cup, but yeah, I just had to use it. So don't come in. I'm only kind of, if they get the clean sheet tonight, that's a massive bonus. But I'm only looking for that clean sheet in game week 12 against Forest. So I was attacking that fixture, and then I was saying there, if I just move this ahead then to next week, that's how I'm looking at. So that's my team there with no transfers made. So I've even two free transfers with this team then for game week 12. So In good shape, I won't lie. But shout out to Paddy there who's in the chat. Actually, he's flying this season. I think he's well inside the top 100k. So check him out as well. He's a sound man, another Irish lad, and he's doing well this season. So check him out, yeah, for sure. But yeah, back to this anyway. Game week 12. Yeah, I'm in good shape. I'm probably relying a lot on Palace, but I'm hoping they can keep out Wolves for that game. But if they do, that'd be massive. And then double Newcastle defence. Hopefully, it's not going to be this weekend against United, but hopefully they get their clean sheet midweek, and that'd be lovely. Was tempted. No, well, I wasn't even tempted to bench Trippier for this week for Anderson. I can see goals in that Leicester and Palace game. I think our Leicester ranks second for expected goals when they play at home, just behind City. So hopefully Maddison is on the end of one, and yeah, hopefully Zaha comes up with one too. So that'll be the perfect scenario, especially with benching the two Palace lads. It's going to be annoying enough if they keep the clean sheet this weekend, and they don't keep it then against Wolves. I'll be a bit annoyed if that happens. Paddy's in the top 20k, so he's flying. Check him out for sure. Lynette, pick 3 out of Cancelo, Trippier, Guehi and Saliba. Well, Saliba for sure. I think that's it. Saliba, Cancelo, Trippier. That's what more do you want? If I had enough cover for game week 12, I'd be bringing in Saliba this week. Arsenal have a great run of fixtures then up until the World Cup. If we have a quick look at them here, that's why I'm very reluctant, and I won't be doing it, getting rid of Martinelli. But if you look at that there, Southampton, Forest, fair enough, Chelsea, and then Wolves, and that sees to the World Cup, you'd be expecting at least 2 clean sheets out of those 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, out of those 4 games. So, and he's also the chance of an attacking return there, Saliba as well. So he could probably be my dunk replacement after game week 12. And that's a lovely run of fixtures for Arsenal, bar the Chelsea game. Yeah, good stuff. Brian, I've been looking on FPL team. Would you say Salah and Wilson beats Kane and Bowen by 4 points? All depends who your other midfielder is. I'm assuming you've Callum Wilson and then Bowen the midfielder. I'd be looking at Salah maybe for the Ironman, to be honest. If you had him, he's going to be a massive differential game week 12. See how he gets on against City on Sunday. But I know it was only Rangers midweek. A lot of buzz was going on Twitter because of Salah getting his hat trick, whatever. But it's probably the right time him to start picking up form right before the West Ham game. He's a decent record against West Ham as well. I remember triple captain him 2 years ago, and he came away with a goal. Probably was a goal and 2 assists, I think, against West Ham. Yeah, so he has a good record, and if Salah's a massive differential captain in game week 12, I'm looking forward to game week 12. I've been chatting about it during the week on my own video. Looking forward not having the captain Haaland, and it could be a chance to gain massive ranks. Yeah, but we'll talk about that after this game is out of the way. But yeah, bring Salah and Wilson beats Kane and Bowen by 4. I don't think so, not this week anyway. Your game week 12 to 16 to pay it off. Looking at Liverpool, fair enough. I think they come nice after. I'll just have a quick look at Salah's fixtures there. You can see all that, so that's grand. So Salah there. Just move this out of the way. Yeah, fair enough. Bowen, you want to get rid of him after. If it's long term, it possibly will, Brian. But short term, I'd be going for Kane and Bowen just for this weekend alone. But if it's long term, fair enough. You probably want Salah and Wilson in there too. But yeah, that's what I'd say. Diaz to Foden or KDB. All depends how you're set for game week 12. Make sure you're if you don't have enough players in your team this week for next week. Be looking at a Zaha, be looking at a Maddison there, so you've cover for midweek, especially with City blanking. If I had to pick one of them, did De Bruyne play midweek? I think he did. I know Foden came on late on. Probably De Bruyne. I'm not sure how much minutes De Bruyne got midweek, but if it's only for this week alone, go with KDB, and then you can move him on to Salah then if you have to. I'm tempted by Salah, but if see how he gets on Sunday, and then the only way I can get to Salah is getting rid of Kane. So I don't think that's going to happen. So I may have to veer away from Salah, but we'll see. He's going to be a massive differential. I'll keep going back to that word differential, but yeah, if you played the game last year and if you were calling Salah differential this year, you never would have thought that was going to happen. So it's crazy. It's crazy how fast the game has changed in the space of less than 6 months, whatever. Yeah. What are your transfers? My transfers were, I took out James for Dunk. So I've Dunk in. As I was saying earlier on, if we get if Brighton get a clean sheet tonight, it's a massive plus. But to be honest, I am expecting it, but I won't be disheartened if they don't get it. But I'm only made that transfer in the hope of in the hope that they get one in game week 12. That's the fixture I'm definitely attacking. But hopefully he'll get one tonight, or get a clean sheet tonight. As I was saying, Webster is apparently the most threatening for in terms of XG. But when any time I've watched Brighton, it's always Dunk on getting his head to corners or clearances, whatever. So hoping he gets his head onto something tonight. But that's a massive hope. But if he gets a clean sheet, 5-6 points, even if he gets the yellow, I don't care. If they get that clean sheet, that'd be lovely. So that's my transfer in there, and then I've 2 free transfers then for next week. You'll see I've one left there, so I'll have two free transfers for the blank game week. Leicester are such Jekyll and Hyde side when it comes to defence and attack. I'm just looking at that game tomorrow, Paddy. I know I've 2 Palace lads on my bench, but I can see goals even if it's 1-1 or 2-1, just as long as the 2 clean sheets are gone. Because a lot on Danny Ward, a lot on Guehi, and with especially with the Mitrovic use, a lot of managers are bringing in Guehi. I've them 2 on my bench, but yeah, hopefully they can see this weekend, and then they can start keeping clean sheets then midweek. So that's what I'm hoping for. Chilwell, Aspie, or Cucurella. How to do is probably Aspilicueta is probably the safer option, right back. Well, not really if Loftus-Cheek. It all depends how Potter plays, yeah. But you've Cucurella there on corners, a few set pieces as well. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know who takes it when Chilwell and Cucurella are on the pitch at the same time. But I'd probably veer away from Chelsea assets if you're looking for a long-term option. As I was mentioning earlier, if you can cover blank game week 12, go for Saliba, and if not, then go for the Palace lads. But if you have to play one this weekend, I'd probably go even Dunk, just because I'm playing him over my 2 Palace lads there. Just short term, and then long term, then I'll be going for Saliba. 25 minutes to go to the deadline, so we have a few more questions. If you're enjoying the stream, lads, drop us a like. Hit the subscribe button there as well. Sure. We're trying to get close to 2.5k subs before the World Cup. So very very optimistic goal. But if you're new to the channel, do hit that subscribe button. I produce weekly FPL content and do a deadline stream every day. So yeah. If you're enjoying it, let us know. Forest and Leeds after West Ham as well for Salah. Yeah, so long term, fair enough, Salah. But short term, Kane and Bowen. I spoke a lot about it on Instagram during the week when John Nellis was on me live earlier. 5.5% ownership for Bowen. He's a great differential against Southampton. He scored again last night. He's going to be on penalties as well. So I can see Newcastle getting one as well. The striker Scamacca, I'll try not to butcher his name, but that's why Bowen for sure, short term, and then Salah and Wilson. You're saying long term, fair enough, but if you're only looking for short term, Kane and Bowen for sure. Dyer better punt for only game week 11 and game week 12 for James. He is, yeah, but then there's a man all over Twitter now. He goes by the name of Matt Doherty. He's expected to start tomorrow anyway, and if he starts, where is he there now? It's 4.6. Oh, excuse me, I'm after dropping my mic. If he starts tomorrow, it's a high risk, high reward with Matt Doherty there. Not too keen on that Man United fixture, but if you're going for Dyer, you're probably better off taking a punt on Matt Doherty there. Just that right wing back role. Conte, he was saying pre-season that Doherty was going to be in his plans, and he hasn't really been up on match fitness. But if you were going for Dyer, I'd probably look at Doherty, and that kind of saves you a few bit as well. That's what I'd be saying for James. How's it going, man? How are you getting on? But yeah, Rahul, go for Doherty is what I'd be saying there. If you're tempted by James, or if you're tempted by Dyer. I'm tempted to go Webster over Dunk because the price changes cut against me, but it doesn't seem like it's worth the hassle either. Ideally, Dunk is a man to go for. even I was looking at bonus points there all season. The three games Brighton kept a clean sheet. Dunk got 2 bonus out of the 2, and then if I just bring up Webster there, I think he got a yellow card in 2 of the games or something. So he wasn't in the bonus, but I think he got 6, 5, and 6 or something. 6, 6, and 5. So Dunk, when they do keep clean sheets, I know it's a very small scale to be looking at 3 games where they've kept clean sheets, but it looks positive for Dunk when he's the man getting bonus and Webster isn't. But that's what kind of lent me towards bringing in Dunk. But I think he's the main man for Brighton as well. That's what I'd be saying there too. Dara Heskin, how's it going, man? Cheers for tuning in, Buck. I've got Dunk and Cucurella. Who to start? I probably would start Cucurella. You've more chance of an attacking return there, and Villa are very poor at the moment. That's what I'd be saying. Jack Cooney, is that my team 100%? Yeah, unless I see something before the deadline, but I don't think I will. I'm happy enough with that, and I have a good plan in place then for the blank game week. So if anyone missed it, anyone joining in, I'm looking at that for the blank game week, and that's even with 2 free transfers left. So hopefully Madison stays out of the books, and we'll see how Bowen gets on as well. If I need to move him on for a Trossard, for example, or if anyway getting a Liverpool asset in if they look good on Sunday. But yeah, Castagna or Kilman. Kilman plays Notts Forest, don't they? Yeah, probably would start Kilman there, to be honest. I was looking at Wolves. Last time they kept a clean sheet was when, I'm not sure, was it game week 4 or game week 3? Or no, I think it was 2 or 3 game weeks ago actually. Game week 6. So three clean sheets all season. You'd be surely hoping if you've got a Wolves player in your team, you have to play him this week for sure. That's what I'd be saying there. Heskin, start Perisic or Andreas? Probably be starting Perisic, to be honest. I've seen rumours that Perisic could be in the front 3 for Spurs. So if he is, you're laughing there. He's on corners. He's going to be on a few set pieces. He got his rest midweek, so you have to be starting Perisic. Even if you can afford to start Pereira as well, do. But I'd if I had Perisic, if you don't start Perisic now, what's the point of having him in your team? Definitely get Perisic in, or get him in your starting 11 in you. If he starts in that front 3, he's gonna be surely in the points there. I benched James, so I could bring in Bowen for Salah and Kane for Mitrovic, but who should I start? Neco Williams or Emerson? You're in a tough one there, Beats, because obviously Aurier started ahead of Neco Williams during the week, and Emerson, I don't know, did he play last night, but he's not looking likely to start either this weekend. Out of the 2, who is the easiest fixture? Southampton for West Ham and Wolves for Forest. Yeah, it's a tough one. Wouldn't be mad on starting either, to be honest. If you can get someone else in there, do for sure. But not looking great there. Beats, I won't lie. But Neco Williams has a better chance of an attacking return there, so probably start him. But Aurier took his place Monday night, so he could be doing the same. This weekend he didn't do too bad. He come off because he got a yellow earlier on, so I think it was more of a tactical substitution. But I don't think Neco Williams did much when he come on. He was only scuffling with Jacob Ramsey. But Neco Williams has more chance of an attacking return, and he's also more chance for a yellow card. But I'd probably start Williams there. Pope, Cancelo, James, Guehi, Trippier, Neco, KDB, Maddison, Barnes, Martinelli, Andreas, Haaland, Wilson, Mitrovic, James to Veltman, Barnes to Zaha, or Barnes to Trossard. Also, do you have any ideas for me? I'd probably keep Barnes this week. There's no point kind of making a sideways move. Barnes could easily get something against Palace tomorrow morning, and he also has that Leeds fixture, so wouldn't be putting him as priority to take him out. What else are you suggesting? James development, yeah. James is your priority there to be transferring out, so that's what I'd be saying there. James, I've gone Dunk, as you can see there. Webster is not a bad shout either. But that's what I'd be saying there. Go for that way. Brighton defender, if you don't have a Palace defender, bring the Palace lads in too. But yeah, James is the fire you need to put out. So don't be getting rid of Barnes when he's two decent fixtures over the next 2 games, and he could easily return over those 2 games as well. Castagna or Kilman to buy with game week 12 in mind. Castagna probably Castagna. See, it's a toss up. If you're able to play someone this week, Brian, looking at that, Leicester, they're not the right fixtures. Leicester are probably the lads to go. Leicester against Leeds, you want that Leeds game for sure. Who's the other one? Kilman, yeah. I can see Palace getting one against Wolves, so that's what I'll be saying there. Only if you're looking for game week 12, go for Castagna. He's against Leeds, so Leicester should surely, if not keep them out, he might get an attacking return there. Yeah, if you're only looking for game week 12, go for that. But then again, you've this man here, Brighton against Forest, so that's what I'll be saying. If you don't have a Brighton defender in your team already, you can go for him. If I was to bring in another defender, I'd have to take -8. Beats. I'd gamble on Neca Williams there for sure. No point taking another hit. Try and keep the hits at a minimum as well. There's no point taking unnecessary hits. You can see I'm not going to bring it up now because I'll be searching for a while, but there's such minuscule point difference between each rank. So at -4, he could see a drop at this stage of the season, 20, 30, 40k places. I know if it has to be done, it has to be done, but I'd be very, very wary of not taking hits. I haven't taken a hit all season, so I'm trying to keep it that way because points are precious. But if you need to make the transfer, do. But keep Neca Williams in your team there. Darwin, Anthony, and Webster in on wildcard. Oh, that's very, very punty, Michael. I'm assuming you're a United fan if you're going for Anthony. I support him as well, but I wouldn't be mad. He's taken away nicely. What is he? 3 goals in the last. To be fair, yeah, he hasn't. He's doing well, to be fair. 6, 7, and 8. So he's returned every game. So fair enough. I can't fault you for going for him. But just that's exactly why I was going to say it. Spurs and Chelsea after Newcastle. Fair enough. He looks our only kind of main attacking threat. But I think there's better options there. Michael. In that price bracket, you've Zaha there. You can even stretch to Maddison. And maybe even a Bowen then over Anthony. Make sure you have Martinelli in anyway. I know he blanks next week, but even 7.6. If we just have a quick look at what midfielders are around that price bracket, you've obviously Zaha, even Trossard. And you can see it there on the right hand of the screen. Trossard for game week 12 against Forest is a nice shout. And then even Núñez as well. Fair enough. He got his goal midweek, but. Are they going to do that four players again? Might do it against City on Sunday when they kind of go all out attack. But yeah, I don't know. I'm paying that much for him. Fair enough. Forest away 13 and then Leeds at home 14. It might be a nice differential. He's less than 10% owned. But no, not for me. If I was going for a Liverpool player, it'd have to be Salah. But could be a decent punt on wildcard, Michael. But yeah, I don't know, man. There's better options, and if you stick as close to the template as possible with Zaha and Maddison and our Bowen there, if you're not going with Anthony. But yeah, that's what I'd suggest there. Even I know Mitrovic is going to probably miss this week, but hoping he'll be back for the game on Thursday. But yeah, if you want to go for Darwin, do. But I wouldn't be mad on him for sure. Brian, you can play Anderson this week. Yeah, fair enough. If Castagna or Kilman to buy, yeah, if you can play Anderson this week, save your transfer. That's what I'd be doing for sure, because you want make sure you've Anderson there any for game week 12. I can probably see Leicester scoring as I was saying earlier on. But yeah, that's what I'll be saying. Don't waste a transfer when you don't have to. That's all. Chewy FPL, hello mate, best of luck this week. Fair play to you, man. Thanks for tuning in. No more to yourself. Hopefully it's a green hour you see this week. Yeah, well, I'm going through this, lads. We've 15 more minutes, so if you are enjoying the stream, please do hit that like button. And if you are new to the channel, drop the channel a sub. You don't realise how helpful it is to keep when I see the subs going up, to keep at it. a lot of long nights during the week over the past few weeks, and even rushing home after work now to get this deadline stream going. So really do appreciate everyone tuning in, and it's great to see people from all over the world tuning in just to watch this. So it really is great. Raul, Trippier, Almiron, Diego Costa start one. Trippier. I know a lot at work was telling me as well about Costa against Forest, but just Trippier. If he, I can see Newcastle, or I can see United scoring against Newcastle. But it's just the fact that Trippier is so high owned. Was he nearly 50% owned? Yeah, he's 55% owned. So he's on set pieces, whatever. If Newcastle sneak one, which I think they will against us, there's every likely cause that Trippier will be involved. You seen his assist for the first goal last week. He probably was unlucky not to get another attack in return as well. But Trippier seems the main man for Newcastle. And there I say it, even a cheeky differential captaincy pick next week, but we'll get into that once this game week is over. But yeah, I'd start Trippier there, Raul, and yeah, just because his ownership, and if he does well, that's what we're saying. Starting Andreas over Mitrovic, better option. Yeah, that's what I'm doing there, Raul. You'll see my team there. I've Andreas starting, and I've Mitrovic on the bench there. So might move Mitrovic to first, but I think the rest of my team are all good to start there. So I don't think there'll be any issues there. But yeah, hopefully I haven't jinxed myself there. But yeah, no, I'm starting Andreas over Mitrovic because from the press conference, I don't know the exact quote, but it sounds very likely. I think they were saying they didn't know if he was going to be involved in the squad or not. Yeah, so it doesn't sound very promising for a start for Mitrovic, but hopefully he'll be all right for the Villa game. Is it on Thursday? I think it's Villa. Yeah, on Thursday. Yeah, so I'm starting Andreas. Unfortunately, he got his first goal of the season last week, but hopefully he'll get something against Bournemouth. Could be goals in that game for sure. So hopefully, I'm with Willian out as well. Andreas is going to be on set pieces. Yeah, that's what we were saying. Bench Andreas or Guehi. I bench Guehi. I'd start the attacker for sure. Yeah, Andreas is going to be on set pieces, as I was saying, and hopefully we'll see some goals in that Fulham and Bournemouth game, and hopefully Pereira is going to be involved. Unfortunately enough, Mitrovic isn't, but yeah, hopefully we don't get yeah, hopefully we don't get Mitrovic's points if he comes on, and then yeah, that's why I'm starting Andreas. Should I start Anderson? Control Alt Delete. All depends who instead. If, as I said, I always just going back to, if you can afford to keep the transfer, do. If you need to play him, do. If, to be honest, he got man of the match last week, Anderson, against who was it they were playing last week? Leeds, and he had a chance later on where he could have scored. So he looks to be their most threatening from set pieces. But I'm hoping he stays quiet tomorrow, and it's midweek when the Palace lads get their returns. I fancy Trippier also does well against United. Yeah, he got his. It's mad. Like over the last 4 game weeks, he hasn't blanked. 7-7, 5-8 is crazy returns, and even he a 0 and a 2 and a 6-7 and a 7. So he's taken away lovely all season. Yeah, so that's what we're saying. Definitely playing for sure. Even if he doesn't return, at least everyone is starting him. So yeah, that's what we recommending. Gone Neko to Webster and Roland the other. Fionn, yeah, fair enough. That's nothing wrong with that at all. Hopefully, I'll be hoping it's Dunk, but that gets on into something. But as long as Brighton get their clean sheet, that's all that matters. And then hopefully the Forest game then midweek too. Awesome job, man. Appreciate you answering all our queries in detail. Keep rocking. Cheers, Rahul, for play to you for tuning in. Yeah, hopefully they're you're enjoying the stream and stick around for a few more in the future too. I'm actually flying to Scotland on Wednesday morning, so I'll be streaming Tuesday night, and then I'll probably have to do an Instagram live Saturday morning because I'll be in London then. But busy week ahead, but yeah, we'll get the fantasy out of the way first. Bury lad loves playing against United. Yeah, I don't know his exact record, but it's just even the fact that he's so high owned. Yeah, you just have to play him there. I suppose then, yeah, while the questions are coming in there too, looking ahead then to game week 12, I'll have 2 free transfers and a 1.6 million in the bank, so could potentially go for Bowen out, yeah, and Andreas, but I don't really want to mess around with that too much. We'll see how West Ham look at the weekend. Trossard could be a nice differential shout there. Then let's see if I take out Bowen there, we'll say for next week against Liverpool, bring in Trossard, which I probably would be very tempted to do, and 2.9 in the bank then. And then if I have to get rid of Mitrovic, I don't want to say it because I was telling your man earlier on to stay away from Darwin, but see how Firmino goes as well. But no, that's just getting very, very punty. So looking ahead to game week 12, but that could be very how I go for with Trossard in for Bowen. We'll see how he does, and then if I get rid of Pereira there, he's 7.4. Yeah, we'll mess about that later on. But yeah, for now, that's probably how I'd be looking with 2 free transfers, getting rid of Bowen and getting Trossard in. But we'll see how Liverpool look. I'll just get Bowen back in there so there's no confusion. But we'll see how Liverpool look Sunday, if they're a new team or not. Because especially with Bowen being on penalties, there's every chance he could get something. But yeah, Sean, I'm happy I got Trippier 5.2. He's going to tick all over next season. Yeah, hopefully they've got decent run up until the World Cup after, well, barring the Spurs game. But yeah, Everton's Villa and Southampton there, so nice chance of getting returns there for sure. And just the fact he's on set pieces, he's on corners. Yeah, you seen even when they played City, he even got his goal there too. But yeah, that's what we're saying. Dunk Webster or Castagna and start Mitrovic or Pereira Ushin. I'd start Pereira anyway, and then I'm leave it up to yourself, Ushin. But I've gone for Dunk myself. The stats favour Webster for a goal. He's got a wee bit more of an expected goal threat to Dunk. But I'm just feeling Dunk this week, and as I was saying earlier, he's been in the bonus points when Brighton keep their clean sheet and Webster hasn't. So that's what I base my transfer off. So that's why I got Dunk in over Webster. Yeah, that's what I'll be saying. Dak is a good punt. He is. Yeah, we spoke a wee bit about him on Instagram this week. But it's very, very short term. Yeah, 1% owned if you're looking for a nice shout this weekend, but long term probably not. So that's why I wouldn't be saying that. But yeah, opinions on KDB to Zaha and Mitrovic to Kane. Yeah, I'd be tempted now, to be honest. I won't like, because Mitrovic looks like he's going to miss out altogether. But all depends if you cover on your bench, Ben. Because if Mitrovic is back for Thursday night, there's every chance he does well against Villa. Yeah, that's why even Leeds then at Everton, you want him kind of for those games. But yeah, that's what I'll be saying. I'd probably keep De Bruyne, to be honest, for one more week. There's no point kind of. You could even go for Salah then if you wanted to. Midweek too. But yeah. It's tough because Kane, to be honest, I was very tempted to captain Kane over Haaland, but just the way Haaland is going this week, you just can't. Yeah. Start Anderson or Castagna this week, probably. That's a tough one as well, to be honest. Yeah, it's a bit of a toss up there, to be honest. Probably Castagna has more chance of an attacking threat in play, and Anderson has a more of attacking threat, obviously from set pieces. But I just toss a coin there. Who said that? Brian, to be honest. Yeah, there's going to be goals, I think, for both teams in that game tomorrow morning. Just because Leicester, I think they're second for expected goals when they play at home, just behind Man City. So probably start Castagna there. So, but yeah, I can see both teams scoring there for sure. Our FPL team selling price inaccurate to seem for me. I'm actually not sure. I must have a look at that. But hopefully they aren't. They might be with whatever coding's on the site. But yeah, Fiona would have gone Dunk, but I was 1.1 of a million off. Yeah, if you can't afford Dunk, so go Webster. Yeah, but it doesn't really matter. All I hope for is that clean sheet tonight. Very slim chance to either get an attacking return I'll be hoping it's Dunk, but yeah, as long as they keep their clean sheet, that's all that matters. We're getting close to 20 likes there in the stream, lads. So if you're enjoying the stream, if you're enjoying the weekly content, I post a lot on Instagram and Twitter too. So please do hit the like button. We'll get 20 likes for the stream, and that'll be sound out for the evening, sure. I have a mindset now. Going to make a transfer this week. Who are you going for, Jack? Let us know. You've 3 minutes to get your transfer in, so make sure you do. Start one, bench one, Mitrovic, Andreas. As you can see there, I've Mitrovic on the bench, so that's what I'm going for. Hopefully Pereira gets another attacking return this week. I'm just going to refresh this page now, make sure everything's locked in. Yeah, make sure the armband's on Haaland for sure. Would you consider Harvey Barnes, Jack? I would, but Maddison is your main man there for sure. Just make sure you have Maddison in your team. If not, then Maddison be top priority. Hoping he stays out of the book, out of the referee's book this weekend. So yeah, Maddison first, and then I'll be going for Zaha. And then if you have Maddison, Zaha, then probably go for Barnes there. But I wouldn't be too fussed on Harvey Barnes. But he's got 2 decent fixtures over the next 2. So yeah, that's what I'd be saying. Any last minute on or any last minute news? I'll just refresh this. Hopefully we haven't seen anything. 50 new tweets. Oh, sorry there now. Yeah, there's a lot of lads going for Doherty this week. Doherty's a very popular on Twitter. You can see that. So hoping I've gone right with Dunk. I've just went with Dunk for the GAMEWEEK 12 fixture in mind. So really hoping Doherty doesn't go mad this week. Yeah, but we'll see for sure. The UCL team value in the app, I don't know why they took it off. Yeah, is there a chance James makes next week's fixtures? No, it doesn't look likely. It appears he's going to be out missing the World Cup even as well. Strong rumours there for sure, but yeah, hopefully that's not too major, because he would have had a very nice World Cup with England. So hopefully he doesn't miss out. But yeah. Thoughts on Mefem for GAMEWEEK 12? No, stay away from him. I wouldn't go near him. And start Webster, Andreas, or Mitrovic. Probably would. That's a tough one, yeah. Jesus, yeah. Probably start the attacker just in case. But yeah, start Andreas, because there's every chance. Fulham get a few against Bournemouth. Just make sure everything's locked in there, lads, because it's half. But yeah, that's how I'm looking up ahead of this week, and fairly sure the game's gonna update in a few minutes time. But yeah, if there's any last second question, it's gonna be, lads, send them in there quick. But I think we're just gone half now, so that's gonna be another game week sorted, and it's all about playing the game in quarters, as I was saying. So yeah, we've up until game week 16 to sort out, and then obviously we all get our limited transfers there, and then another wildcard then after. So don't be afraid. I was saying as well on my video during the week, just to take a few punts come 14, 15, and then 16 as well, for a small bit of a push, just ahead of the World Cup thing. But yeah, that's what I'd be saying. Was tempted to start Reece James instead of being stuck with a potential James, Justin Blank, and Mitrovic goal on the bench. Probably would have done, as I was saying earlier, the Brighton thing. But I think, Jack, you were on earlier. You couldn't because it was -4 or something. But yeah, hopefully Mitrovic stays quiet. Anyway, I've left him second on my bench. But yeah, if I refresh that, it's gonna lock in, or it's gonna show that the game's updating. But Calvin there, FPL Penguin, fair play to you for tuning in, man. Haaland to Kane and captain and Kane too. Yeah, I seen you posting about that midweek. It's a strange call. I know you support Liverpool, yeah, but there's no loyalties in fantasy football, yeah. But yeah, hoping it goes alright for you as well, because I've got Kane in my team. But yeah, hopefully Haaland gets at least one anyway, just to keep the captaincy ticking on anyway. Yeah. 6:30 so, lads. I suppose, Shane, best Logan FPL, fair play to you. Yeah, if anyone doesn't know, the logo I have is the Premier League line on its side, and it actually spells EIR, and then throwing an E in at the end of it, and then that's ERA. So a lot of people get a fright anyway when they see that, but I think it's a great logo as well. Yeah, good man, Shane. Cheers for that. Yeah, lads, it's half anyway. If you've been enjoying the stream, please do hit that like button. We got our 20 like goal, so that's 100%. I can't complain with that. But subscribe to the channel if you're new. We were saying we're trying to hit the 2.5k subs before the World Cup. Very, very optimistic, but if you don't set targets, you won't get them. But we're a couple of hundred off that now. But it's going to be a big push on before we do. Brian saying Dunk is scoring a bullet header tonight. Hopefully, please God. It's nice to have a bit of involvement in the game tonight too. But I only brought him in, as I was saying, for the basis of Game Week 12. Yeah, quick one before I go. If you have any more questions, lads, we'll try to get through them, and then I'll end the stream in the next few minutes too. But yeah, just looking ahead then. Quick one to Game Week 12. We're in good shape, as I was saying earlier on. Hopefully Mitrovic is all right, and if not, I can probably, yeah. If he's not, I can probably downgrade him to Solanke, downgrade Bowen to Trossard, and probably go Pereira to someone else. Yeah. Yeah, that's how we're looking. I suppose, lads. Yeah, I won't annoy you for too much longer, so we might leave it there. We've been on now for how long? Just under 50 minutes. Hopefully Dunk gets his clean sheet tonight, and Brighton do as well. Opinions on Ireland's Euro group, Fiona, before we go. Yeah, we'll look it up quick. Ireland Euro group. I know we've got France and Holland as well. We always get Gibraltar for some reason. I'll just get it up on screen here. Sure, we'll chat it through. I think it's a France game first, isn't it? We have in March or something. When is it? Yeah, the end of March. Greece as well, not great. Hopefully you can see that. If you can, no, I don't want to kind of mess around that, but if you can see that there, where are we? Yeah, we always get Gibraltar, France, Netherlands. Yeah, I was probably looking forward to seeing us in a major tournament, Fionn, but I don't think it's going to happen for another while yet. At least the women got there, and it'd be nice to cheer them on anyway. But yeah, be nice to go to the games anyway. France in Dublin, and then we're playing Holland during the summertime. Is it as well? I think it's, where is it there? 18th of November. So now Christmas market or something. Christmas 2023 in Holland. But yeah, I don't see much for us, Sean. We drew the short straw there for sure. But at least it'll be good games to go to. At least we might see Mbappe in the Viva, and a few other big names as well. Yeah, lads, I think I'm gonna end it there. I think. Thanks a million again for tuning in. If you're new to the channel, I always say this as well, so you're probably sick of me hearing it. Please do sub to the channel. Give us a like. I'm on Instagram as well at FPL Era too. Close to 10k subs there, and on Twitter there as well at FPL Era. But yeah, anyone joining the stream late, that's where I'm lining up for the night. But yeah, hopefully Brighton start tonight with a clean sheet, and yeah, we'll take it on from there. Sitting at 213k overall. A few asking there too, but yeah, hopefully we'll be a wee bit inside the top 100k, and push on then for the World Cup. But yeah, good man, Ryan. I'm just about to log off here, so cheers for tuning in. Enjoy the Connacht game. Good man, fair play to you for tuning in. Pity I can't go with you. But yeah, I'll end it there, lads. We'll see you Tuesday evening for another midweek stream, and yeah, fair play to you. Best